Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And first let me tell you that the viewer's favorite question for last week was Fallen Sigil from Kitsune Deva. Congratulations, Kitsune Deva. And today our question comes to us from Reverend Thodwin. And Reverend Thodwin has a question about the phenomenon of sleep paralysis. And if you've watched the vlog for a long time, you'll know that we've addressed this a few times over the years, but I figure we can do it again. And Reverend Thodwin tells us that they have experienced this phenomenon, and because of the experience, they have also gone out to research it. And they've found that science doesn't have that much to say about it in their opinion, and they'd like to know if there's a metaphysical aspect to this that I can enlighten them on. And of course, the first thing I should say is that opinions differ. And I was taught a very specific set of things about sleep paralysis. And I've experienced sleep paralysis, and I've also experienced the same effect while awake, but in meditation. And what I was taught is that we have many different levels to our being. And many of these levels are no part of our consciousness. And that very often we are working with our spirit guides in those levels of which we are not conscious. Sometimes we can become conscious of them in various different ways, but commonly they're going on outside the level of our conscious mind. And that we very often do this while we are sleeping. And I was very distinctly taught that the guides work with you frequently while you're sleeping. Sometimes you will remember this in the form of dreams, which will be very symbolic and not necessarily make a lot of conscious sense. And occasionally you'll wake up in the middle. And it's not uncommon that the kind of work they are doing is working energetically with your chakras and requires you to be still. And I was taught that they will hold you still while they're doing that sort of work. But sometimes you'll wake up in the middle. And the nature of the energy which is used for this is very, very strong. And very often you'll have a fear reaction. So that's what I was taught about sleep paralysis. But I have also experienced this, as I say, when I was awake in meditation, and I knew that my guides were working with my chakras and working energetically, and I found I could not move, and was told that they were holding me still because the work was very delicate and potentially dangerous. So that's what I was taught, that's what I've experienced. Your mileage may differ. But that is my opinion on it, based on those experiences. Now, I'm highly aware, and it has often been pointed out, that there is certainly a scientific explanation for this phenomenon as well. However, I don't see that the fact that there should be a scientific explanation of something in any way cancels out the metaphysical explanation for it. One would expect that there would be a physical effect to a metaphysical circumstance. So the fact that that effect can be described in scientific terms really should not be surprising. So those would be my thoughts on the matter. I hope you find them helpful, and until next time, may you blessed be.
Ooh.
Pray for peace. Pray for love. Pray for stability. Pray for the nation where you live. Pray for the world.